Okay, here's how this is going to work. Anglers, step right here in the middle. I have a card in my hand. John Stewart has a card in his hand. One card will have winner written on the back of it. The other card will be blank. So whoever has the winner written on the back of it has punched their ticket to the Geico Bassmaster Classic. So on 3, we're going to reveal this card. You guys ready? All right, John, on 3. 1, 2, 3. 13 pounds, 8 ounces to 13 pounds and 4 ounces. Nick, we're going to talk to you in a second, but I was front row seat to Nolan. Nolan caught 5 fish at the beginning of the second half and about 5 casts, was at 12 pounds, just like that. We were cruising. And Nolan, we talked about it. You did everything you could to get it done, and Nick just persevered about 4 ounces.
Yeah, I mean, you know, both of us said yesterday it was going to be a ball game today, and I gave it my all. I don't think I left it all out there. I'm happy for Nick. I'm glad that it was tight. It made it interesting.
Well, let's shake hands real quick, and we are going to make this official. Your Bassmaster Classic recipient of the College Series is Campbellsville University. The 3 seed, Nick Ratliff, headed to Knoxville, Tennessee. All right, Nick, and I do have to talk about this because the way I understand it, this might be, I don't know, the most dramatic live we've ever had, because Nolan had that 13-4 by about 11:30, and he was not in cruise mode. He was trying to catch as much as he could. You didn't have near that amount, but you caught 3 crucial fish. I think it was in the last 30 minutes of this competition to get that done. I know I scared you when I said there was 4 ounces and each of you had 13 pounds, but what's going through your head, man? You're headed to the Classic.
I really don't know. You know, I knew when I went back to my main stretch and I started getting those bites that there was a reason that I was getting them, you know, because I just knew that it wouldn't be for, you know, because he didn't catch them and I was just going to keep catching them. I knew there was a reason I was getting them, and I'm speechless right now.
You're headed to the biggest show of them all. You're going to win the right to use a fully rigged Toyota Tundra, a fully rigged Nitro Z20, entries into all the opens, and let's grab this big check, a $7,500 stipend courtesy of Carhartt. Grab that and hold that up. That's for all his tournament expenses next year. And let's hear it again. We'll do 2 takes. Your 2018 Carhartt Bassmaster College Series bracket champion headed to that Bassmaster Classic from Campbellsville University, Nick Ratliff. Yeah, and you know, John wants me, I don't just want to talk about it because, again, you guys have no idea, but did you have kind of a feeling in the back of your head that Nolan might have been catching them pretty good?
I knew I needed more when he wasn't running around the lake. You know, it's the lake, the area we were fishing, you know, everyone was we weren't really fishing around each other, but you could see everybody. And, you know, typically when someone's struggling, they're going to be running around looking for something. And when I didn't see him at all in the second period, I knew that, you know, he was probably catching them. And I struggled for the majority of the beginning of the second period. But I knew once that sun got high and I could start seeing, you know, the targets that I was pitching that Cinco to, that I had a really good shot to catch some bigger ones. And, you know, it worked out. Like I said, I've been leaving it all with the Lord. You know, my grandfather told me the night before the beginning of this that, you know, just do what you do and leave it all in the Lord's hands. And I've said that several times on live, and, you know, it worked out.
It did work out. One cool other story, I want to do this before you can go celebrate with your parents. I thought this was cool. Nolan talked about it. These 2 anglers talked before they went out this morning. It might have been last night, about who was fishing where. And how cool is this? They both, you know, they knew each other had these areas and each other had these areas. They said, I'm not bothering your areas and you don't bother mine. And, you know, they left it out on the water, but they respected each other and whose spots were whose. And I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, we never, you know, at no point in the last 3 days, or the last 2 days that we fished around each other. And, you know, there's a lot of the line. And, you know, after halftime, you know, he very easily could have come close to me, and he had already said he wasn't going to do anything like that. And there was a couple areas that he had looked at in practice that he'd seen me on, and, you know, he said that, you know, I'm going to give you those. So that's awesome, and he's an awesome fisherman, and I'm going to go ahead and say right now he'll be back here. So
you definitely rose to the top. Close us out. Any last thank yous before we end this 2018 College Series season?
Like I said, I just want to thank Jesus Christ. I mean, nothing would be possible without him. So.
All right, one more time. We started out with over 1,400 anglers, and we have it down to that one angler headed to the Bassmaster Classic. His name is Nick Ratliff from Campbellsville University. Thank you to all our fine folks, every single host who hosted this series, wherever we went this year, all our Bass Nations who helped run our state qualifiers, JM and Associates for running all of our live today and producing our show. This is going to air on ESPNU later this month. And again, we thank our hosts here, Geary County, Kansas, Geary County CVB, Rick Dystra and Michelle Stimats, where those guys are, Acorns Resort. Thank you guys very much. That's a wrap for the 2018 season. We'll see you guys in 2019.
Just don't ever give up.
Hey Nick, can you sign this real quick?
Yeah.
Why don't you sign it right at the top?
My hand's gonna be real shaky, but I think it's the worst signature I've ever had.
Okay. That's just going right to
Oh, my man. Oh, my man. Oh, there's coach. There's no better fisherman than you. You did it. You did it. You're the man. You're the best. You're the best young man.
Couldn't have done it without you.
Did it better than I'm really good. Always knew amazing. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I love you so much.
I love you
so
too.
proud of you.
Oh, proud of you. Thank you.
Buddy. Love you, buddy. So happy for you. Oh, you deserve it. You deserve it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey brother, I followed you for 2 days.
Let me get, yes sir, I will, but let me get with him real fast. I can't.